In this video, I will show you how to find the absolute value of a number. First, by using the definition of absolute value, and second, by using the number line. The absolute value of a real number n is equal to n if n is greater than 0. It is equal to 0 if n is equal to 0, and it is equal to negative n or the opposite of n if n is less than 0. Examples. Number 1, the absolute value of 7. The absolute value of n, according to the definition of the absolute value of a real number n, is equal to n if n is greater than 0. 7 is greater than 0, therefore, the absolute value of 7 is 7. Using the number line, the absolute value of a number is its distance from 0. Let us find the distance of 7 from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The distance of 7 from 0 is equal to 7 units. Therefore, the absolute value of 7 is equal to 7. Number 2, the absolute value of 0. According to the definition of the absolute value of a real number n, the absolute value of n is equal to 0 if n is equal to 0. Therefore, the absolute value of 0 is equal to 0. Using the number line, the distance of 0 from 0 or from itself is of course equal to 0. So the absolute value of 0 is equal to 0. Number 3, the absolute value of negative 6. According to the definition of the absolute value of a real number n, the absolute value of n is equal to negative n or the opposite of n if n is less than 0. Since the negative 6 is less than 0, therefore, the absolute value of negative 6 is the negative of negative 6. Negative is positive, so this is equal to 6. Or simply find the opposite of negative 6. The opposite of negative 6 is 6. Using the number line, the distance of negative 6 from 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units. Therefore, the absolute value of negative 6 is equal to 6. Let us try this. Let us do them mentally. Number 1, the absolute value of 9. 9 is greater than 0. Therefore, the absolute value of 9 is equal to 9. Number 2, the absolute value of negative 10. Negative 10 is less than 0. Therefore, the absolute value of negative 10 is the negative of negative 10 or the opposite of negative 10. And the opposite of negative 10 is positive 10, or we just write 10. Number 3, the absolute value of 12. 12 is greater than 0. Therefore, the absolute value of 12 is 12. Number 4, the absolute value of negative 15. Negative 15 is less than 0. Therefore, The absolute value of negative 15 is the negative of negative 15, or the opposite of negative 15. And the opposite of negative 15 is 15. Number 5, the absolute value of negative 22. Negative 22 is less than 0. Therefore, the absolute value of negative 22 is the negative of negative 22, or the opposite of negative 22. And the opposite of negative 22 is 22. Notice that the absolute value of a real number is always non-negative.